and welcome to the video. This is something completely different, but I thought I'd film it because why not? Other people might want to know. As you can probably tell from the title of the video, I'm going to get my eyes lasered. So I'm not going to have glasses for much longer. Sorry if the sound's a bit off. I haven't got the microphones because Sean's currently got them and he is in London. So, London, he's down at the south of the country, basically. So, we don't have the microphone. So, hopefully, you can hear us clear enough. But I thought I'd just go through I'm going to try and film what I can, but I'm just going to go through, like, what's happened, what's going to happen, like, the actual surgery, the recovery process and all of that. Because there's a few people that are quite interested about it, so I decided to get it done. Like, I've been looking into it for like a couple of years now, and it's something that I've always thought about because I don't love wearing glasses. I've worn glasses for like 20 years at this point. I was like in year 5, I think, when I first got them. So, what are you doing? That's better. They look like they love each other now. Right, yes, I've worn glasses since I was in year 5, and there's so many reasons why I don't love it. They're quite annoying. Can't wear sunglasses unless they're prescription sunglasses, which are terrible, and you have to pay a lot of money for them. I've got oily skin, so it doesn't look too bad at the minute, but when I'm at work, when I'm out, when I'm doing stuff, my glasses just end up going like this. And every like 15 minutes I keep having to like shove my glasses up. I don't know if anyone's noticed in any of the other videos that I push my glasses up constantly, but I don't want to. What you can do, you can, like, if anyone who doesn't wear glasses, this bit here, you can like adjust that bit, but then I've got really long eyelashes. I haven't got extensions or anything like that, but I've got quite long eyelashes, so if you push them right up to my face, my eyelashes hit the glasses. So there's not a lot I can do about that other than push my glasses up every 2 seconds. Also, when I'm wearing makeup, it just comes off my nose because of the glasses. And I would also just love to be able, like, to see. Do you know what I mean? Without glasses, like, I would love my eyes to be okay. It's weird. I was saying to the opticians the other day that it is odd that my mum doesn't wear glasses. She does now for reading, but she's not short-sighted or anything. My dad isn't short-sighted. He's in his 60s and he has like perfect sight. He doesn't even need reading glasses. And I do. So that's irritating, but yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, and there's just so many reasons why I just don't like wearing glasses, to be honest. I've gotten used to it, but it's not ideal. So we booked an appointment. We went to, I'm going to use Optical Express, and we went to their like initial appointment. And let's see if I can find any, do they have any like pictures in this book? I got a book from them, and they basically checked my eyesight. They did about 6 different scans of my eyeballs, and that included like the one where they flash a big light in your eyes. There was like a hot air balloon one. There was one that looked like something out of a James Bond film. It was about this big, and there was loads of different lights on it, and you put your head in it and all the lights moved around. I think it was like scanning my eyeball. Yeah, all the different machines. So I didn't film that because it would have been a bit awkward, but I've had that done. They said that I'm definitely eligible to do it, so I've paid for it, and the surgery is in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I thought I'd just go through. I got a book. What does it say? It's a Wonderful World will help you see it that way. So this is the book that I got from Optical Express, and they basically want me, oh god, I feel like I'm reading a kid's book, isn't that funny? And they basically want me to read all of this. It's got everything about what the surgery is, what the risks are, what you can and can't do, what's going to happen on like the procedure day. So apparently I'm going to be there for about an hour and a half, but the actual surgery doesn't take that long. So yeah. So there's two different types of laser eye. There's one called LASIK and there's another one called LASIK. I don't know why. I am suitable for LASIK, which is the one that there's one where it doesn't take as long to heal, and then there's another one where it takes quite a while to heal, like another like 3 or 4 days, on top of what the other one does. So the one I'm having is the one where they like put drops in your eyes, hold your eye open, and then they laser pew pew at your eye. That creates like a hole in your eye, and then through that hole they do another laser that corrects your vision. So it doesn't take very long to actually do the laser. So that's the one I'm getting, and then it only takes, I mean, it'll take a while to like fully heal, but to initially heal it only takes like a few days, like 3 days, something like that, 2 or 3 days. LASIK is, we didn't go through it much, but that's the one where they don't like make a hole in your eye, they use the laser to like do something with your cornea. I don't know, but that one, it takes like 3, 4, 5 days to recover. So they were really hoping that I wasn't going to be eligible for that one, because I would have had to take quite a lot of time off work. But yeah, I've got a phone call with the surgeon next week, and he's just gonna like do the consent, make sure I'm up for everything, make sure I know the risks and all of that. And then a week after that, I go in for the surgery at 9 o'clock in the morning. They said I'll be out by about 10:30. And after, they're going to give us, can you see? All of these different things. So I'm going to get like antibiotics for a week. And then they give you like different eye drops to like help you heal. And obviously when your eye's healing, apparently it feels quite like gritty and quite dry. So that's what the drops are for, so you don't get really uncomfortable. But yeah, that's about all I've got to say, to be honest. I've been told to look through this book, and then you've got like this page on the back, and I have to sign these bits and take it in on the day of surgery. But yeah, there's quite a lot that they're saying I can't do. Where's the big page? Well, it's not as big as I thought it was. But the big page here, I'll come a bit closer so you can see. So, hello. Obviously, can't drive, going back to work from 2 days. I can't go on my phone or like shower or watch TV for 6 hours after the surgery, but I also can't like cook. I can't cook to the point where like there's like steam or like vapors. So yeah, if I'm getting, I'll probably be home by like 11 o'clock in the morning. They're like, oh, just, just sleep for a bit and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but it's going to be 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm not going to be able to sleep. But then if I'm not going to be able to go on my phone, I'm not going to be able to look at the TV, I'm not going to be able to read. I have no idea what I'm going to do all day in the house by myself with when I'm not able to do anything like that. So yeah, that's going to be a really fun day. Maybe I'll try and put a podcast on or something and just sit on the sofa, make myself some food. I can't shower. can't go out in the garden. Like, I might have to Google like what to do to keep yourself occupied when you've had laser done. Because I cannot sit in the house doing nothing for 6 hours. Hello. It's the night before surgery. No, because I want to give you a whole experience. Sean's just playing a game. Because I wanted to give you like a whole experience as to what me like eye surgery was like. It's the night before, and to be fair, I'm fine now. But like, yeah, but before, like a couple hours ago, I just felt very like off and very weird. And I think it's because
you're weird.
No, what were you saying? I'm like subconsciously
anxious.
Yeah, I'm like subconsciously nervous, but I feel like I shouldn't be nervous. Where's the microphones on my camera?
Where's the microphones on you? What?
Where's the microphones on my camera? I just don't want to cover them. So yeah, last day with glasses. And we're just going to bed, but I just thought I'd tell you that I was kind of subconsciously nervous, but I'm alright now. But it's like, because I know it's going to be fine, but it was almost like body was being like, well, you need to be nervous about this, you need to be stressed about this, and I was going, no, it's fine, and it was going, yes, you do need to be nervous, and then it was just like a bit of a internal struggle. But now I feel fine.
It wasn't internal.
It was internal.
I had to deal with it. It wasn't internal.
Well, but yeah, I'm alright now. I'm just gonna read a book and go to bed. So we'll check back in the morning on the way there and see what happens. Good morning. It is Friday, the day of surgery, and we're just going along Scotswood Road now. We've got a car park in mind, and I was worried if we were going to get into it, but I feel like we're going to be fine because the roads have been absolutely, there's been like no traffic at all. So yeah, we're going to try and find a parking space. We're a little bit early because they don't open till 9 and my appointment's at 9. It's currently 25 to. So maybe we'll just sit in the car for a bit. But yeah, next time I see you, don't think there'll be any filming whatsoever inside the place. I'm not even sure if Sean's actually going to be there or whether or not he's just going to sit in like the waiting area. I'm not sure if he's going to be allowed in or anything. So yeah, next time I see you, I might have had my eyes lasered off. Not a bad place to park the car. So this is where we're parked, and we literally have to go just down there and it's on the corner. So yeah, not too bad. But the actual pricing for Newcastle isn't too bad. Like a couple of quid for a couple of hours. So yeah, if you can get in. I've checked my eyes and I'm just now in like another waiting room, waiting to go in for the surgery. I'll show you because there's no one else here.
Right guys, we're back home. Zoe's in pain and crumpled in a ball. I don't know whether she just want to say something about her surgery or...
It was worse than I thought it was going to be. And also my nose is really blocked. Yeah, I'll probably give you like a proper update, but it was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I think because I'm not used to even having contacts or anything. So then like putting the stuff in my eyes, and he kept telling us to like look forward, and I'm like, well, I can't look forward because you're stabbing stuff into my eyes, and like thingy drops in water, and like, yeah, it was awful.
It's on the... You're on the mend now though.
Yeah.
Getting better slowly. Just got to deal with for a while, but she'll get better. And like I say, we'll update you again once she's in more of a fit state to talk.
I like put pressure on it, so like I couldn't see anything. It just all went black. And then like I see they were putting like water and drops, it all like that, and then they would put like a lens on it. And he kept telling us to like stare at the dot, and I was trying to stare at the dot, but he was like doing stuff with my eyes and like moving this lens around, and I was like, oh, I can't fucking. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hello. I don't know where you are. How come I haven't got my eyes open.
Straight above you.
But how long has it been since the last clip?
The last clip, about an hour.
It's been about an hour. Still not amazing. But when I came home in the last clip, it was like an 8. Now it's like a 5. And instead of like stinging my eyes, it's almost like I'm looking at the sun and my eyes are like, ooh. So yeah, it's getting better. Yes, I have got an octopus. It's making us feel better. But yeah, I still haven't ventured to open my eyes yet. But hopefully in the next hour. It's about 6 hours later. I look great. I know. But I've been given 2 sets of drops. So Sean's been putting the drops in my eyes. We're gonna do number 2. We've already done number 1, but we're gonna do number 2. And I've just been lying on the bed with my eyes open. But I can open my eyes a bit more now, but the left one is definitely a lot worse than the right. You can tell, just by looking at it. Sean is staring at us. So Sean's going to put the other drops in my eyes. What did you say number 1 is?
Antibiotic.
Antibiotic, and number 2 is like an anti-inflammatory. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Drops are in. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera. Yeah. I'm all lubricated. Yeah, I'm just lying on the bed for like a few minutes, just trying to like blink so they like caught my eye. I don't know, I don't do drops. I've never done drops. They've also given us like a 3rd eye drop. So I was going to say before, like I say, you've got the antibacterial, the antibiotic one, the anti-inflammatory one, and you have to take those 4 times a day, which is ridiculous. So they're my second ones. Probably do the 3rd ones like after tea, and then maybe the last ones before I go to bed. Sorry, I've had my eyes closed for the majority of this video. I'm very sorry, but it is what it is. But yeah, they gave us a 3rd eye drop. And you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's like if your eyes get, especially when it's started healing, it's for like if your eyes get really dry, which mine aren't at the minute. Mine just won't stop watering. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just gonna lie on the bed for a bit, letting the eye drops soak in. Good morning. It's day 2 of the eyes. We're going for the follow-up appointment to see how well they're healing, but me left eye is still quite red. You can probably see on the camera that it doesn't look quite right. Well, I mean, it might be right. It's just the right one is healing a lot better than the left one. So I'm going to ask about that.
Your right one's a better prescription, isn't it? So...
Yeah, but the only thing that we think is that my left one was slightly worse. If that, like, the prescription was slightly worse. So I don't know. But yeah, we're going to go off and do that. So Sean's faffing on with his trainers. Like, he's really faffing on with his trainers. So I just thought is there anything I can put you on?
I'll put them brown.
We'll get there in the end. Is here better? Well, yeah, slightly better. yeah, just thought I'd go through. It's going to be like a really like talking heavy video, this. But if anyone is interested in getting laser eye, this is kind of what you need to know. But yeah, yesterday it wasn't too bad. Probably the first hour and a half after I got it done was horrendous. It was quite painful. It kind of just felt like someone was rubbing glass in my eyes. That's the clip where I was just lying on the bed and I sounded like I was dying. I don't know if it's because it's got to do with your sinuses and your eyes and they're all connected, but my nose just blocked up completely. So I couldn't breathe through my nose, so it sounded like I had a cold. And because my nose was blocked, my voice was all funny, so that was a bit of a pain. But yeah, so apart from that, it wasn't too bad. And it's been 24 hours now, and not too bad. I can still see better than I did before. It's not 100% though. So yeah, we'll see what they say at the appointment. So I've just realised that we went through the whole optician thing this morning and just didn't give you any kind of update other than we're going for the follow-up appointment. So yeah, we went for the follow-up appointment. He said my eyes look fine. They did, if you know eyes, they did the like pressure test where they blow air into your eyes, and then they did the hot air balloon one where you like stare at a hot air balloon. Still to this day could not tell you what that's for, but everything came back fine. He looked into my eyes, and he said that they're actually healing quicker than normal, and I had like 20/20 vision. My vision's still, like I say, it was like yesterday morning, it's now like 6 o'clock. Like 6 o'clock on Saturday. It was done on Friday at 9. So it's been about a day and a half and it's still like a tiny bit blurry, like it's not HD, do you know what I mean? It's not full HD, but it doesn't hurt anymore. It's not uncomfortable or anything. I was asking him about, because my eyes are quite red, I'll see if I can show you, but my eyes are quite red, and apparently that's from when like they put like a ring on your eye and they like press down on it, and apparently that's what causes like the redness. But if I stay here, yeah, you can see it. If I go like that, and on that eye here, it's like up here. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see what the camera's saying. But yeah, he said they're actually healing quicker than what's normal, so that's quite good, and there's nothing that he's concerned about at all. He said there is a small, because they create like a flap, it sounds great. He said my flaps are fine, but they create a flap in your eyeball, and then that flap is how they put the laser in. So apparently this one, which is the worst one, which I said was more, my eyes, like, sorry, because I can't like touch them or anything, but my hair's getting in my eyes. He said that one, there was a tiny little fold in like one of the corners of my eye, but it's nothing that I need to be concerned about. So yeah, wonderful. Apparently it takes a few weeks to like for your eyes to completely heal and like completely get back to normal. But within the first like 3 or 4 days, you're gonna pretty much go back to normal. So I thought I'd do a little bit now that I'm like healed a bit more, and I'm not like curled up into a ball, and I can actually open my eyes. I thought I'd just do a little thing about what it was actually like. So the procedure itself wasn't too bad. You went in and lay down on this little bed thing, and there was like a machine to the left and a machine to the right, and they just kind of move you depending on which machine that you go on. So like the one on the left, I think, was the one that made the incision in your eye, and then they moved it to the right one and then did the lasering. But the only thing I did find really uncomfortable, and I got told that there would be a little bit of pressure on the eye, and it might be a bit uncomfortable. So there was what I can only describe as like a plastic ring, like that, like a plastic ring that went over my eyeball, but under my eyelids, like, so it was pressing down on my eyeball, and that was very uncomfortable. Now, the actual procedure only really lasted like, God, like not even 5 minutes per eye. I think when they cut the eye open, it sounds dramatic. I mean, you get like anaesthetic drops, so you can't feel the laser, but you can feel, like you say, this ring that goes in your eye, and it's very uncomfortable. And yeah, so they do that. They like do the incision, and then they move you over to the other bit and do the laser. So like I had the laser for 47 seconds on each eye, and they were like putting what looked like some sort of contact lens, and then like putting either water or like anesthetic solution, and it was all very like but yeah, it only lasted for about 5 minutes per eye, so it wasn't that bad. I could deal with it. It was just quite uncomfortable. And yeah, then when I came home, I couldn't open my eyes for about 4 hours. For the first hour and a half, I was in a lot of pain. It was like an 8 out of 10. But after that first hour and a half, it really like died down, and I was pretty much fine, like I say, until about 4 hours, until I could like open my eyes again. Quite watery, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of pain after about 6 hours. So yeah, and then I went to bed. They do give you a thing. Where is it? Oh, it's behind us. They give you this. And this is to go to sleep. So you have to put that on, or they want you to put that on, because you're not allowed to get anything in your eyes. And it's got like, it's like foam with like a perspex thing, so it like keeps everything off your eyes. Not as uncomfortable as I thought it would be. I genuinely thought it was going to be the most uncomfortable thing, like wasn't going to be able to wear it, but it's honestly, I'll put it on for you, because you know, you want the truth, don't you? If you are thinking of getting it done, you need to know what it's going to be like. Look, so you're going to be looking like that, but it is flexible, so you're not really going to feel it. So you have to wear this for a week, and then do the drops for a week as well. I feel like I've covered everything. I haven't been that sensitive to light, so it's been quite sunny today, and I've been like out, and I really haven't been that sensitive to light. I really thought it was going to be horrendous, like even like when the sun came out, I'd be like but I really haven't been like that at all. So maybe it's just me, but maybe other people are really sensitive to light. But apart from yesterday I was, but today not at all. So yeah, this has been my laser eye journey. There's not a lot more to update you on, because there's not really going to be a lot of more symptoms. They're just kind of going to keep getting better. Obviously I'm going to go back to work in a couple of days' time, and there's another like follow-up appointment in about a month. But apart from that, we're all sorted basically. Just keep putting my eye drops in and wearing me mask. But thank you for watching. I hope it's been interesting for you. I used Optical Express. I don't know if I've said that anywhere. Optical Express is who I used. So yeah, if you're thinking of getting laser eye done, I would do it. It's expensive, but it seems to be worth it from what I've been through. And like I say, the only cons that I've got in it, it is quite expensive. And like I say, the recovery for the first like few hours is quite rough. But apart from that, it's quite bearable. And the result you get out of it, you can see. So, you know, better than nothing, really. thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's been interesting. And if you are thinking about doing it, go for it.